deserve another round of a very strong applause. That's not wasn't an illegal gathering. Was it? Suddenly became big, not very illegal gathering. Again, going through the motions of keywords that came out. Passion, purpose in life was the key thing that came out. I can only remember highlighting. He only noticed the New York lady, he didn't notice the other lady. He only noticed the New York lady, he didn't notice the other lady in shine as well. Why is that? Vision. No money is not a showstopper. I think you heard that across. Being driven, do soul searching, go beyond limits, do what you love, save humankind. I'm just repeating some of the keywords that came out. Passion in action. But there was one part that sounded pretty funny among the serious stuff, which is have a big why, the how will come naturally.
As long as your why is big enough, the how or how to make it come naturally.
Oh, that sounds a bit naughty, isn't it? Have a big why, the how will come naturally. This is PG-13. No, I'm kidding, but you got the message behind it, right? So I just want to go to which he said, have a big why, and the how will come naturally. See, old folks home also can make jokes, man. Okay. Before Johan gives me the evil eye, that time is running out. We have Khai Lee next. You want me to read the bio? Okay. Khai Lee co-founded a local indie music promoter, Project Bazooka, and the social political website, the Chichat.com, as a college student. He's won many awards, including the Blue Chili Awards and the Asian HSBC Young Entrepreneurs Award. Really cool stuff. He completed his bachelor's degree in business at the top 2% of his class, which is awesome, and a valedictorian from the University of Technology, Sydney. He also did advanced studies in entrepreneurship in San Francisco State, UC Berkeley. And apart from this, his student life was decorated with a diverse set of achievements in theatre, debating, art, photography, and writing. After graduating, he spent 2 years with Mindvalley, a team of entrepreneurs and programmers from 16 countries. That's also very, very awesome. And they build profitable internet business in US, UK, and UK personal development market, Web2 applications such as Linklist and Social Rank. During this time, he helped build Mindvalley to win the international award, the world's most decorative workplace 2008. His current focus is youth business. There was a queue for me or what? Joanne was telling me, read quicker, so okay, they asked me to skip, so Khai Lee.
This Roslan, I tell this guy, I'm going to get back at you. Another time he was moderating and I spoke, right? Then he's after I come down, he said, hey, Khai Lee, what happened to you, man? Why are you not crazy? Where's the real you? You know what I mean? So
because you couldn't swear.
Yeah, so I thought like, since I'm quite tired, I think I'm just going to be very energetic. Usually I'm kind of like over-energetic and stuff. So, let's do it, let's rock and roll. So it could be fate, could be destiny that I think that we're here in this room and for the next 10 minutes. And I gotta sort of, how you say it, bring us back a bit to start with the whole thing. Back when I was in Form 1, I was in the canteen, right? So in the canteen, right, some friends are asking some stupid question. I was like, oh, if I gave you 3 wishes, what would you wish for? I mean, you guys heard that one, right? So one of my friends, he said, I will wish for infinite wishes. Ha 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 ha. They laugh like an idiot for like 5 or 10 minutes. I just thought it was a bit dumb. But anyway, six years later, I'm sort of thinking about it. It's actually really scary when you get what you wish for. When you wish for something and you actually get it, it's scary as hell. So instead of talking about successes and stuff like that, the whole next 9 minutes is going to be on my biggest mistake and how scary it is to get what you wish for. So we fast forward to graduating from university, and I had 2 wishes on my mind. I was really stubborn about it as well. And also, it posed a really big challenge because I really wished for two things. The first one was that I only wanted to work on businesses or ventures which are related directly to my passions. And the next wish is I had to do all of this with people, exciting people from all around the world. So this posed like quite an interesting challenge for me because on one hand, I had too many passions. I didn't know what I wanted. I liked everything. I liked art, I liked music, I liked this and that. So it was a huge challenge for me. I had like too many sort of like so-called passions, So that was a challenge. And the next one was that after graduating, I came back to Malaysia. So to work with people from all around the world, I just had to start with 3 major races, So how did I go about it? What I did was I just got started anyway. So while in college, university, I was interested in social political change. A few of us got together, and then a web scene became really controversial, and it was quite popular at the time. I organized indie music gigs, so it felt like it. You know what I mean? And then when suddenly people started paying us money for it, I'm like, oh wow, okay, But those are just like small things I did to sort of get started working on things related to my passion. But what it led to was that I was also incredibly passionate about the internet. The internet and the change that it could bring. You sort of read up on the Larry and the Sergeys and the Silicon Valley stuff, and I was like, I bought into the whole hype. I really wanted to work on something related to that. And that sort of brought me on to Mind Valley, where I was surfing on the web one night and then sort of met them. So, long story short, it's like for the next 2 years, I spent with Mind Valley. We co-owned and worked on a couple of things. And we hired people from all around the world down to KL Central here in Malaysia. And at one point we had 21 people from 16 different countries. So in the daytime, I'd go to work and then I'd see people from all around the world. It's like more colorful than United Colors or Benetton kind of thing. And we work on like always new things related to personal development and Web 2.0 stuff. And then at night, what I do is I get online with other youths who are interested in political change. Sometimes I'd be a lot of indie rock gigs, you know what I mean? And just like rocking out and stuff like that. So I was in heaven for about 2 years because I got my wish. For some strange reason, I got my wish, and I was delighted. It was just such a great life. I was so excited every day. I just came to work, and I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? And when we started making more money, and things were exciting. Then at night, I was doing all this stuff. Then I realized I wished for the wrong thing. Wished for the wrong thing. So what made me realize was actually these guys. These guys, right? Because I was invited to speak at the NYEC last year. Some of you may have remembered me. I mean, if you guys came and have a good memory. And then I met these guys, I heard their stories, and then I thought a lot about it afterward, of what is it I actually wanted. Did I just want to work on something? Did I just want to have a business? Or did I want to succeed in the business? I think a lot of people say like, oh, when I save some money and retire, maybe I want to have a business, or maybe I want to have a restaurant, but what if they said, I want to succeed with a restaurant? What does that mean? You got to probably think a little bit, wait a minute, okay, if I want to have a clothes label, okay, fine, great, I can, make some designs, get a printer, sell some teas, but if I want to succeed in the fashion industry, what does that mean? Maybe I don't even have to design t-shirts. Maybe I just resource, I put pool designers together and I become a market for them. Maybe I take a strategic partnership from Indonesia, to Malaysia, import-export. It means a completely different thing. It's all a matter of wordplay for me. So it's so dumb. I was like, oh my God, for the past 2 years I just wished to work on exciting things related to my passion, but I didn't really specifically say that I wanted to succeed in them. So that's why I stopped and said, okay, fine, hold on. Let's rethink this for a moment. And I did a bit of soul searching, like Aiden said, thought about it a lot. And I'd recommend, like everything they say today, you sort of meditate on a lot of things they say as well, because that's why I did for a while. I was completely disillusioned for about 2 months, looking back on all this fun stuff, and like, you know what, is this going to sustain for the next few years? Is this living up to my fullest potential? I said, no. I was just like, having fun, that's it. So, in the course of this research, what I did was that I was just reading up some stuff, and I came across this presentation by, I forgot his name, Greg McAdoo, okay, that's his name, of Sequoia Capital. So one of the most successful venture capital firms, they invested in like Google, Yahoo, and all their profitable companies. But anyway, so he was the senior partner there, and he was giving his presentation, and this one picture flew into my face, and boom! That picture was a picture of a surfer. Like it was a wave, it was like this really big wave. And he plotted out like the history of like 30, 40 years of investments with Sequoia Capital, that those investments which succeeded and those investments which failed, those which failed were not riding on a big wave of change or a big market, a large, I mean in business plan terms like total addressable market, total market size, you call it whatever you want, but it was like a big wave. So it's like those who failed, the wave wasn't that big. In fact, they've invested in some risky companies which were going against the wave, a wave which wasn't even there. So those who succeeded rode on extremely huge waves, like say like YouTube and everyone's got a camera phone or video, digital cameras getting very cheap, so on and so forth, a lot of people go on the internet, big waves. So I said, okay, you know what, I'm going to find a wave. And things just clicked in, things really just clicked in. Because through this NYEC alone, I met so many people, I met all these guys, I met Joel Neo, I met a lot of these great people. And I noticed, wait a minute, I'm stuck smack dab in the middle of a really, really big wave. You are stuck in the middle of this really big wave as well. Because if you think about it, in 2010, 65% of Malaysian youths will be under age 35. Okay, that's just Malaysia. Regionally, you're talking about Indonesia, Vietnam. These are very young countries. So a sudden burst of young population who grow up with technology, with the internet, felt like a pretty big wave to me. So I wanted to ride this wave, so what was I going to do? So I'm just going to wrap up a little bit. I'm pretty on time, right? Okay, cool. Is that, just fast forward a bit later, Joel and I began sort of thinking and said, okay, how do we tackle this? What do we have right now to ride this wave? And with Youth Says right now, which I think some of you are part of, some of you may have joined in the process of coming to Youth 09. What it is that it's something you started about 7 months ago. It's currently Malaysia's largest online opinion community. And what that means is, like, on one hand, young people, young Malaysians like yourself get on to Youth Says and you answer each other's questions, you do some surveys. For example, this is a Malay girl with a tudung. She asked this question on this, it's like Yahoo Answers kind of feature on the side. It was like, oh, why till now I have no boyfriend? So what happened was like 260 young Malaysians from all over the world, but all over the country, which from different backgrounds. Some of them a bit more like, why you even need a boyfriend? Some of them like, okay, here's my Yahoo YM. But imagine if a company or a government asks a question like that, and they get the kind of answers they want from across Malaysia. They're going to know what they want to do. And that's what we did. The 70,000 Malaysians, which are on youthsays.com right now, they've answered questions and guided big brands like Astro, Celcom, TM, the Ministry of Youth and Sport. In key decisions, they come to us and we shoot these surveys out and these kids answer them, and they are so impressed with the quality of results and the kind of decisions they can make based on hard data. So before this, like, market research was maybe a little bit too expensive or maybe a bit too out of mind, and maybe they didn't think it was so easy. But because of this, suddenly we've got a lot of the governments and the clients and brands being very, very interested in what the young people have to say, and they can finally listen to it. Because if you think of something and you want to say something to, say, Dutch Lady or HSBC, you're saying one thing, you say, yo, that's great, Dutch Lady is awesome, you're saying one thing. What if 1,000 of you said that? If you had a complaint, one complaint, you write that on your blog, versus like 2,000 of you giving the answer directly to the CEO of Celcom or whatever it is, the brand who's like wanting to listen about it. That makes a bit of change. So this is just one of the things that Joe and I are working on right now. For those of you who are members members of Youth Says, in 2009 we're working on a couple of other things as well. You can follow me on my blog. Like, I don't have slides or whatever, but it's khailee.info. You just Google my name, or just join youthsays.com. You can check out what's going on. So I'm going to final, like 10 seconds is just a summary. I think it's important when we wish for something when we make wishes, to be incredibly specific and focused. In a way, you can think about it as setting goals. When we set a goal, when we make a wish, be really specific because they actually come true. Thank you.
Four things I got out from them. Don't have too many passions. Be careful of what you wish for. I need to elaborate a bit on that. Those people that thought that once I get funding, my problems are over. I think my friends here, those that's gone through the motion, will tell you that once you get the money, the problem actually really starts. Especially when you get investment equity funding, then the problem really, really starts. Succeed in your passion and ride the huge waves. I think those that saw Khai Lee presented in the Innotech program last year spoke about that.